Nice seat.
Back to order.
Here, sorry, take it back.
Yeah,
With light maybe?
We're gonna do the applications, is that what we're?
No, we've got one item above the applications, 9C, third
Nine
party.
what?
9C,
Oh, okay.
under Al, so I,
See, Al didn't tell us the truth, he said he was finished.
it's third party construction.
Oh, sorry. I'm turning that over to Jim.
Okay, you're on, start there. We're on item 9C on the agenda.
9 feet.
We figured we'd move this stuff up since we're talking about an early release and start doing the status. Usually it'll start in February.
Thanks.
Yes, please.
I'm about the third party, I didn't even make it to the first two.
Unfortunately, we were there and they weren't pretty, so this is progress. I handed out a sheet, the third party, and we've got a couple of projects going on.
Yeah, list everybody has.
Everybody should have it. Okay, we're gonna start with, these, Border Patrol is constructing these 3 bridges along Riverside Canal. This is the first one, the doubles. And, as you can see, my mouse isn't showing, but, yeah, they have to excavate about 3 feet to get to the actual design grade. And they're well aware that they need to be out by February 15th. So, essentially, they'll finish everything within the channel at that point, and obviously hang the beams, aerially and then work from the top. But this is a doubles, this is right below the Socorro ponds. So this is as of this morning, actually. This is the other crossing. There are 3 of them. This is the second of 2 of 3. This is at Las Pompas, so going directly across from Las Pompas roadway. And there's already a crossing on the drain, so this is the only one we'll be constructing here. Doubles will have 2 bridges. And they're pouring the abutments and then getting the floor in. It was kind of awkward. Typically they pour the floor first. I'm not sure why they wanted to secure the abutments. This is what the explanation they gave. This is Herring. This is downstream on Riverside from Las Pompas, not directly connected to Herring. They're going to have to utilize a private road that they purchased an easement for from. Because Herring Road just ends at Riverside.
Yeah, it looks like they
Roadway.
changed the slope of the side there.
It's a little flatter, yep,
It is flat.
it's a little flatter.
Is that gonna?
No, we should be fine. We've got watermarks. And as you've seen, we've shut down quite a few streets and we've fielded plenty of phone calls. The construction, this is a construction of North Loop from Horizon Boulevard to Loop 75. This is a Y147, obviously North Loop's going to 4 lanes there, and they constructed new structures at all 3 of our crossings. This is a Y147. We upgraded to 6x6 boxes, concrete line about 20 to 40 feet of the channel. They're all inverted, so they will be siphoned. This is a Y65 at North Loop and Moon Road. This is about 120 feet of culvert, and they did all the upstream first on the ones in the south end of North Loop, and they switched traffic onto the new boxes, and then they are constructing right now the ones in the downstream. So this is a Juan de Herrera over there by St. Peter and Paul on North Loop, and these are all the upstream ones, as I mentioned, so yeah, they switched the traffic over. But yeah, this has been a delay. I know now, avoid that area. There's significant traffic backups. But all went well. Contractors being very cooperative and building everything as they need to. This is the middle drain. They're putting an 8x8 box culvert. This is right here on Socorro Road, right east of Cuadrilla. It was a bad turn, it was a bridge with 2 11-foot lanes with many fatalities. So now they're going to place the entire drain in a box culvert there at the crossing, which will be about 110 feet of box culvert, and they will have plenty of area on top to recuperate if they drive off the roadway.
No concrete abutments.
Yes. This is, yesterday, they poured, we're gonna have a 2-foot foundation and 2 side, and then the boxes will sit on top of that. This is at Alameda, Franklin Canal, and Buford Horizon Boulevard, right here in front of the old Whataburger. That's down to 1 lane in each direction as well. They are going to widen that entire intersection to about 110 feet going across the Franklin Canal. And this is as of this morning as well. They finished the boxes already. They're doing the downstream transitions with the wing walls and all. This is J.J. Abrams, who's done a great job as well. And they, as you can see, they've paved the top of the box already into that school. There's a Socorro Elementary, it's Escondria, so they're, all the projects are going along. All of these folks are well aware that February 15th is their deadline to evacuate the district's private way. And they're on track, so that's what's going on in the canal system from third parties. That is all, yes.
Okay. No action on that one, Sharon. We're going to, no action on 12. 13A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and H.
We can do A through E, it's all the same water line. The town of Clint will be upgrading their water lines. They're fairly old, so they're running new lines, and they are going to, they gave the option to the contractor to bore or push a horizontal directional drill. That will not need any dewatering at all. So condition where the water table's at the time of construction, they're gonna, if the need for dewatering is there, then they'll go to the horizontal directional drill, where they set a machine on top at the roadway level, and then just bore underneath, and they don't need to dig. If they do the conventional bore, they'll have to dig down. Right now, the table's about 14 feet, so they might not need to dewater, but they're well aware there will be no dewatering into any applications that submitted for to us, or any dewatering to our facilities. But we reviewed the plans, and everything meets the district's specifications. And Jane recommends 1712, 1713, 1714, 1715, 1716 for approval.
Do I hear such a motion?
I have a question,
Yes, sir.
and this may be directed to Phil. In our license agreements, and particularly in the form, they will be required, the licensee will be required to sign on these items that you're talking about. Do we have an indemnification clause where we're protected against any claims, whether it's for dewatering, settling, or anything of that nature?
Yes,
Yes.
right there, behind you on the screen.
That's the standard license, so it would be.
Well, the problem is more litigation is coming down the pike on the settling cases.
Well, we still, anyone that involves dewatering is under a separate consideration. None of these involve dewatering.
Yeah, none of these will be dewatered.
Right, and we haven't changed from not allowing any dewatering within the city limits of Clint. That's still in effect as the board requested.
They're well aware. If they need to dewater, they'll need to do it within their internal sewer system, or they submitted an alternate construction method, which wouldn't need the watering. It's a little more expensive, but the contractor has the option, as Lower Valley Water does. It's to
The
their
option
discretion.
is what?
To use the alternate method of construction, which will not need any dewatering,
Gotcha.
or dewater into their own Lower Valley Water facility.
Where that affect us?
Right.
That's
Right.
to their discretion, not ours.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve items 13A, B, C, D, and E? Larry makes a motion, and our seconds, all in favor, same sign, all opposed.
Alright.
Motion carried.
Okay, application 13,
Item
13,
13A.
Application 1778. This is an application on behalf of Time Warner Cable. They have facilities that run parallel to district facilities and do not cross district right away. We've issued one of these licenses to El Paso Electric for them to maintain their system that is not within the district's right of way. We issued a 1-year license and we charge them $10,000 for a year to utilize our canals when they need to work on poles that are on private property. So this is essentially the same license for Time Warner Cable, since Time Warner Cable aerial lines hang on El Paso Electric's poles. There are plenty of locations where they can't drive their truck to the backyard and they need to use a canal or a drain. So the board had set a rate for $10,000 for El Paso Electric, and it's coming up for expiration here shortly for El Paso Electric. But Time Warner submitted an application to utilize our facilities to maintain their system that will sit off our right of way.
And it's for access only.
For access only.
The benefit to the district isn't solely the payment of $10,000. The benefit, in my opinion, the most important benefit is the ability to enforce any damage or to prevent any damage to enter our banks, to prevent occupying the ingress and egress when we don't want them to occupy it, and make it now enforceable by contract or by agreement. So
What are they willing to pay?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
That's the rate for y'all to set.
And is this carte blanche in all of our area, or is
District-wide, yes.
From the electric, a specific one, or around?
No, it was
It was carte blanche.
So there's
It's
procedure.
not carte blanche. We don't use that. We've never used that word.
It's agreement.
It's limited to where they have a requirement
Okay.
at our discretion.
And their requirement is to notify
At our
us,
discretion, okay, well,
Yeah.
that's the part. Okay, I like
notify
that.
us and let us know they're going to be at a certain area.
Okay.
And the thing with this, at this point, there is a document in place will be signed by both parties, and they'll be held accountable for any liability or damage they do to the district facilities. So what we do is we take photos prior. There's a procedure, they call us beforehand, we go take photos before they enter, and during and after, and make sure that they leave the property same condition or better as they found it.
Is that a one-time fee, the $10 every year?
It's a one-time fee for 1 year, and what we're gonna do is we were gonna collect all our hours, man hours internally,
On site,
and
what
then
does
come
it
back
cost
to see
us?
where we're at, and then at that point, revisit after a year and adjust it accordingly to how much.
We don't know,
time
I mean, just the time you have to spend on it.
Right, so, yeah.
Does
depending
your
on the
application fee cover your cost?
The application is
They're
$1,000.
supposed to pay for whatever it costs, right?
Yes, and
Well, any damage they have to pay, and we can invoice and there's also,
Any
it's
any
a,
cost to the district is what I'm talking about,
We-
is preparing this deal.
yes, we will cover, as we've done previously with Paso Electric, we've noted each time we've received a phone call, the time that Rick or any of us has spent going out there, the photos, and we've kept a log on the hours. And from there, at the end of the year, we'll tally them up and see where that comes in with the $10,000 for Paso Electric, so
and then at the board's discretion, they can set the rate higher.
we'll adjust
Well,
it
yeah,
accordingly.
well, right, we don't want it costing the taxpayers.
Absolutely, exactly, so that's,
So the 10,000 y'all feel like is a fair rate on them too?
I haven't
They're
seen the
writing-
analysis on what we've
Well,
seen so far, but I would think
they're
that it's
writing-
reasonable.
Yeah, they're riding on the electric.
I would request that the discussion on this item be completed after a closed session. I have a specific reason for doing it.
Okay. Got an area we can do that.
okay. 13G, application 1821 on behalf of Time Warner Cable. This is for a single aerial cable line crossing the Franklin Canal along Alameda at Nevada's Road, provide service to a business along Alameda. So they submitted documentation, and engineer recommends this for approval. It's a 25-year license,
Overhead line,
aerial.
it's got clearances and all that.
It's 35 feet above our canal.
It's got
Is
drape,
there a
you
reason to put that in?
can touch your head.
It's a single line, yeah, it's a single line.
Different thing.
The $9,000 is the use fee for 25 years.
This is similar to what we already doing.
Correct, for their service.
Did you charge them?
Yes, it's 9,057.
See you.
About 57 square foot with the.
50 cents.
they pay.
Do I hear a motion to approve application 1820? Indar makes a motion, do I hear a second? Larry seconds, all in favor say aye.
Just a
All
second,
opposed,
just a
same
second.
sign.
We're talking about G.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with
That has
the,
nothing to do with the other.
No.
No, no, it's just anyway.
It has a connection to my concern. I need you to go into closed session on G also.
so are we approving it, maybe we're approving it prematurely?
Wait, what?
We just passed, we've passed, I mean, they've been on the agenda the last 3 months, so
What are we talking about?
application 1821.
Application G. Yeah.
1821, single aerial line for,
Leave it like it is, when we come back, if there's a reason, we'll revisit it.
Yeah, sure.
okay. 13H, application 1822, on behalf of Robert L. Kemple, to classify 0.2 acres of land that sits within the district's boundary, classified with as irrigable with water rights. And Mr. Kemple submitted an application and went through roads as far as the taxes, the taxes that need to be paid up to bring it to 2016 now, 2015, I'm sorry. And sits in the land where it can receive water from the district canals, and everything has been taken care of from the taxes.
Yes, sir.
And operations is checked off, engineering is checked off, and maintenance checked off from the.
So move to approve?
So engineer recommend this for approval.
Okay. Manuel already made the motion, Indar seconds, all in favor say aye, all opposed, same sign. Okay. And I guess closed session is all we like, huh? Okay, let's go into closed session.